Yeah. Are you okay?
Not too bad.
Good. I was about to say I'm waiting on a couple more people, but here's one. I think my friend Debbie's coming as well.
I'm on holiday this week, so I can...
How was your trip? You've been to the Cotswolds, haven't you? Or you are still there?
No, got home yesterday. Nice. We ate a lot.
Nice.
Countryside. The place we were staying is like this manor with a spa. So, and on Tuesday it was sunny, so we were at the outdoor pool, like sunbathing. It's ridiculous.
Oh, perfect.
Not anymore though.
Yeah, let's just ignore the outside today. Right, you three are the ones that have definitely confirmed. So I'm going to get going, but I'm kind of half expecting a lady called Kelly and Georgia. Yeah. I think. Hey, Debbie, darling, how are you? Hey, Cass.
Hello. I'm good, thank you.
Good. Have you got your phones or are you on your phones? Brilliant. I love that you're organised. So what we'll do is we'll kind of try and go along with it, but whatever. So Cassie, Ali, I know you've done a reel before. Debbie, have you? Cool. Okay. Do you know what they are?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So they were actually released 4th of August. Can you believe? Instagram rolled them out in competition with TikTok because TikTok over lockdown obviously took all of Instagram's engagement because everyone was like, oh my God, it's amazing. So this is Instagram's response to TikTok. Now, what has been found is that what went viral and amazing on TikTok is quite different on Instagram. For some of you, you know, Leah, and she posted that thing the other day about their to-dos. They seem to be doing really, really well on Instagram. So short, informative, sort of like best dressed or outfit of the day or whatever it is. So it's really simple things and how to do seem to be doing really, really well at the moment on Instagram, whereas they're not so good on TikTok. Another comparable is the fact that on TikTok, it's kind of like it needs to look good, but it's not all about the visuals, whereas Instagram has always been about the visuals. That's what draws people to Instagram. So it's making your TikToks look good as well, which like there isn't enough to think about. Another way that Instagram tried to up their game is obviously they've given us all the new filters as well. So with social media, the more stuff they give you, the more you use without being ridiculous, the more they will push what you're doing. Okay. So why we want to be using Reels right now, essentially, as soon as Instagram brings out something new, they want you to use it. And so they will push your account if you use it. If your account is private, which I don't think any of you are, Debbie, your business one isn't private, is it? Only people who follow you and you follow will see it. So you need to be, you don't want your account to be private, but I don't think that's really an issue right now. Just on my notes, so I felt like I had to say it. So essentially, if I get my explore, so the little, it's doing it backwards, the little search thingy, essentially every time you click the explore on your Instagram, a reel will come up at the top. And as you scroll down, there will be reels, they will be moving, and these are the videos that they're going to be pushing. So essentially, you want to make sure you've got your reels, because when people hit explore and you tick boxes on their kind of engagement, then you will come up in this space. So what you can do, you may or may not know, that's definitely a lion trying to shag. Yes, look at that one. Cat fashion show. This is what Reels is about, people. So when you search things, so the search is at the top. If I go back, because the search is at the top here. So if I click that, you've got top accounts, tags, and places. So if you hit tags, this is where things come up that you tag people. So Ali, you would obviously use the hashtag brownies, yes? I hope. You've muted. You didn't need to mute today. So if you hit brownies, then you can almost guarantee that the top thing is a reel. with brownies in it. So when you use your hashtags, so Debbie, you would use yoga, Cassie, you would use massage. So people who you want to follow you, make sure you're using those hashtags, or either people who do follow you already or people who are likely to follow you or you want to follow you. So essentially just making sure you hashtag your reels, because this is where they come up. That was my point on that. Everything making sense so far? The cat one is still there. I want to watch it in full. Awesome. Okay, so it's not obvious as to where your reels are when you first go onto your Instagram. Essentially, like I said, you can get onto it via this bit here, or your own reels are in your private bit. So this bit here, you click that button, and then all of your reels are there. When you hit explore, if you click on a reel, it then comes to full screen, and then the next thing that it thinks is relevant for you, clearly I look at too many animal things, will come up, and then the next, oh thank God, yoga and animals, shit, my Instagram knows me. What's this woman? When your husband
Alex,
goes to, yes.
Can I just interrupt? Am I being dim? What's the explore bit? Because I know that the search.
Yeah, the little magnifying glass. Click on that.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the one.
And then it's just
I think mine's the same as Debbie's, that on an Android and an iPhone, the Instagram app is slightly different, because mine doesn't look like yours either, Alex. When you click on the explore, it doesn't give you that.
Let's turn it around. I think it's the little
No, you only just get
So
pictures,
I've got,
you don't get reels. So when you click on so you go back to home, the search is at the top on an Android, and you only get.
So that's what I've got. So if I go back to my account, if I go into search, and then it just brings everything up like that.
Yeah, same with mine.
So some of those don't look. So if you close that down, go back to the little home, click the home.
Yeah.
Turn it around again, lift it a little higher.
You do
get
a Reels button,
and that's
but
all
it does, it just gives you,
so
you get Reels tab at the bottom.
Cassie, I would guess that you would need to press that, but Debbie, are you up to date on the latest update?
It just takes you to a video, and then it just keeps going. It doesn't give you a grid. It just picks a random.
So if I go into search, it brings up all sorts. It brings up reels and just.
Oh yeah, so it is on
stuff.
Essentially.
So it's there, but it's just not quite so. And across the top, I've got little things I can look at, like well-being and IGTV shop and travel and stuff like that. So I guess I could just click through onto those and
absolutely
find it through there.
What were you going to say?
When you do your first reel, you'll get the bar like me and Cassie have, whereas instead of the explore, you get your reels there.
Ah, right, okay.
When you've done your first one, that will pop up, and then when you click on that, it'll just go through just a list of reels. You can't really search them.
No.
Right.
So when you guys go onto the search, if you press search,
yeah,
you start
search,
and it will.
Can you still search a tag?
Yeah, you can still search a tag. Yeah.
So if I go into search, it brings up tags, accounts, and places, and that's all it brings. I've got top, accounts, tags, and places. So
if you click on tags, if you search a tag, so do one that's relevant to you if you like. If you were to do #brownies, does it bring up reels? Yes, it does, Ali. We brought up the same one for both of us. Good. Yeah. So we have to assume still that most of the population has the better phone.
Yeah.
I'm almost sad that everyone on this training has an Android. But hey ho, we are being inclusive. I love this. Hopefully how we make them is very simple. Sorry, Ali?
3 against 1 here.
Yet I'm the one that knows how to do it. So we now come to creating a reel. So there's not an obvious, again, it's not from this little button here as you normally would. One assumes that you've got the same button. You go to your little camera at the top left, and this at the bottom here, you have live story reels. So we click across to reels. There you all are. Hiya. Yes, beautiful. There's my face is now on it. I'm going to go that way around. so I can see you all looking beautiful. So this comes up, boom, right here. Now we have down the side, Debbie, have you got a business account?
Yes, I think it's set up as a business account.
Yeah. So Ali and Cassie, you're both on a business account too, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so with the business account, you can't use the audio. So I've just gone onto my business coaching account and I can still use the audio because they've not caught me yet.
I think I still can at the moment.
Yeah, just making the most of that while we can. More British Bake Off. So because I want us all to be on the same page as best we can, I'm going to go back to my yoga account because I haven't got the option of music and it should be the same. So we have, I need a blacker background. We have down the left side, we have the little timer, 15 seconds. So you can tap through and it will tell you how long how long the video is going to be.
Yep.
Okay. So you've got that option, boosh, discard. We then have the little, it looks like an eject button. And this tells you, this says you can speed up or slow down your filming. So if you knew you wanted to do something in slow-mo, so I'm imagining Cassie like massaging someone's calf right now and she's rubbing her thumb right up the fucking middle. That person is screaming, but all you can see on the screen is Cassie's thumb super slow going through this nice glossy calf. So she'd want to do that in slow-mo. She's doing it at normal speed, but in slow-mo it looks like amazing. So she's got that option, whereas Debbie is piking up into a headstand, and so she speeds that right up, and it's like, whee, up she comes. Ali, I can't think of anything right now, but we've got the gist. So you've got your options right there. You can speed it up, slow it down. We then have our filters.
I haven't got an eject button, but I've got, I've changed it now. Hang on, let me go back. So I've got like a number.
Yep, that's it. That's the same thing.
And I just changed that, just click on it and it changes the length of time. So presumably that's just going to speed it up or slow it down, or
I would assume so.
Do whatever.
Oops. So I've done it accidentally again. So from here we've got our little filters. So you scroll across on the bottom to find the one you like the most. So if I go back to my own face, oh, I'm all sparkly, it's beautiful. If I flip it, I'm now all of you are sparkly and beautiful, and I'm going to just do a few seconds of video making you all look sparkly. So what I can do, I've done a few seconds of video. Now I could either go forwards because I'm done with this video, or I can go back to it because, you know, it wasn't quite right. Do a few seconds of video making you all look sparkly. Do you see it? Seconds of it just repeats. Now it gives you two options here. You can either trash it or you can trim it. So if I wanted to trim it, I just clicked on trim and I can pull it so it's shorter or longer, shorter or longer. So I can just edit it like so. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so cancel. I'm going back. Done. So you don't have to do a full 15-second video. I could call that right now. But you see the little pink line across the top?
Yep.
So where it goes pink, that means that's how much of your 15 seconds you've used up. Okay, so you can just slowly but surely fill that up. So I could turn it around. I'm going to flip the camera. I'm going to give myself a beautiful sparkly filter. Here today doing Reels training with some gorgeous, gorgeous ladies. Boom. Just done that straight to the camera. Again, I can go back, can trim or whatever. So we happy with how I've done that? And then you can see across the top, we've got two little pink thingies. Yep. So next one down, we have the little timer. Looks like a stopwatch, yes?
Yeah.
So if we click on that, you can adjust how many seconds of your video your clip takes up. Okay, so let's say you want something to last exactly 3 seconds because you've got a big plan for this. All you want to do is 3 seconds. So Ali, you are lifting a brownie out of the tin and placing it on a plate. You know you need that bit of your video to last 3 seconds, but you also need to you need to set the phone up, press go and walk away. You need to let go because you need obviously your hands. Okay, does that make sense? So what you can do is you've got a timer at the top. It says 3S here. So if I tap on that, it now says 10 seconds. So I have, Ali, you have 10 seconds to get ready. So you either have 3 or 10 seconds. And you adjust this by sliding it. So it's going to go from 8.7 seconds, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 11. There we go. Set timer. So if I was to press this, 2, 1, Ali, now you need to be lifting that brownie out, and it's going to take you 3 seconds, and then you'll see that it just cuts off and it's done now. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, and then if we were to go back, it would, you would just, you can rewatch it. So I'm going to trash that bit. Do a few seconds. Done. Okay. And then finally, we have the align option. Have any of you played with this yet?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah. So essentially, if I wanted to then carry on talking, but it doesn't want to look like much of a clip change, which is how the people are doing the videos where it looks like they're suddenly changing clothes. You align yourself up exactly, and then you would press record and carry on going. And again, that's a good one to do a timer with. So you'd press 3, 2, 1, go. You have a 3-second countdown in which you're lining everything up. Then it goes, and then you do your piece. Does that make sense? Good.
Yes, I think so.
You can have a go if you want, Debbie.
Yeah, I was just playing with lining you up.
So are we happy with the fundamentals on that bit? Because I'm going to move, whoops, forward. So, so you might have pre-recorded video. Now, this is what we were talking on that group chat about the other day, Debbie. So when you do a record, so these videos that I've done today, I would not be able to mute. Once you've done them, and you can't mute them. So the great thing is what you can do is you could pre-record a video. Ali could do her whole, bringing the brownie out of the oven, putting it on the side, cutting it, etc., 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 putting it on our plate, making it all look beautiful. Oh, making me hungry just thinking about it. She could film all that, then she could mute it via her phone functions in her actual camera on her phone. Then what you can do on your reels is in the bottom, it might be different for you guys. In the bottom, I then have some yoga photos of stuff that I did yesterday and videos. Okay, so, oh no, that was from today. Oh, it's been a long week. So we click that and you can select a bit of video. I don't know why I'd be adding in yoga, but let's add in yoga. Oh no. So let's delete that. Let me start again on that. Do a few seconds. Done. So I add in a few seconds of video, but this is too long. So I can cut it down to the length of which I need it. So you see the pink bar at the top. So you can see how big or how small it is by how much of the video I keep in. Yeah. And then you hit the tick. Boom. This is a very random reel. I'm just gonna put that right out there. So we're happy. We've got our 15 seconds or even 10 seconds because you do not have to fill this top line of everything that you want to do. We then press, no, we don't press that, do we, Howarth? And delete. Okay. I'm going to delete the yoga bit as well. Discard. Done. Okay. We then press the forward button. Now, this is where I'm going to turn my volume down. Can you hear Elvis snoring?
A little bit.
Yeah.
So peaceful.
This is my life. So all it's going to do is it's just going to keep running through the 2 sections of video. So this is where we can add things almost like stories. So you can save it if you want to, for whatever reason, just in case you feel like it's going to go wrong. You can add all the normal Instagram stuff. So you can add your GIFs, you can add the time, etc., etc., etc. All the normal Instagram stuff, emojis. So you got all that.
Adding certain things to certain parts of the video or not?
Yes. So this is what we're going through.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I've got brownies in the oven. Go check them.
Okay. We then have the option to draw on the video. So let me do a love heart, very bad one, but I've done a love heart. Undo. And then at the top, we've also got text, which is what I think Ali was talking about. So I'm going to put online Reels training. Boom. So I've just written that in my wonderful text. I'm going to make it look Oh no, this isn't. Oh, this is my yoga thing. This doesn't make any sense, but hey ho. So online reels training. So that makes most sense as the intro part of the video, does it not? Yeah, but I don't necessarily need it the whole way through. So you see how this little line has come up at the bottom, it's gone white. It's now framed with white. And here, this says online. It's essentially just summarizing what I've written here. So what you do is wherever you pull that little box to is where it shows up. So if I was to click right back to the beginning, it's not there, it's not there, it's not there, it appears, then it disappears again. Do we see what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So what I could then do is write something else. Thank you for joining me. Make it look pretty again. Branding on point. Thank you for joining me. And so I'd put that bit after. So online reels training disappears at that point, but I'm going to just have it at the end there. So you can see how I've got the two pieces. Does that make sense? Now, if I wanted to say something else, I could add it in. Great filter. Fill it. Great. Great filter. And so I could choose to put that in that little gap. So online reels training disappears. And I could just have that there. So does that all make sense so far?
Yep.
Yep. So it should just flash up with one, flash up with the next. And then once that's done, flashes up with that one to finish the thank you to finish. So
I think I did notice that when I tried to use a GIF, like a little whirly arrow thing on one of my ones the other day, a GIF has to be the whole way through by the looks of it. You can't move that.
Yeah, but found the same thing.
Right?
I think it's the same thing when you do a drawing.
Yeah.
You can't change as to what part that goes into. That's in for the whole point too.
That's right.
Yeah.
At least that's not just me.
No, not just you. From what I've gathered so far, if I find out otherwise, I will let you know. So again, you've got the option to save at this point if you wanted to, but we've got essentially all the writing. Now, Debbie, what we discovered the other day is that I think Ali and Cassie both know and read this already, that don't go too low with your writing. Keep the text quite high. Because this gets hidden by the text when you watch your reels, the like, share, etc., etc., etc. It all kind of gets hidden. So just be aware on that one. And then you hit this one. We're all done. Are we happy with this very sketchy reel? Yeah, cool. I'm not going to share it because I'm on my yoga thing. So we then write a caption. Now, it is important to write a caption for engagement. It can be long, it can be short, depends what kind of caption you're in the mood for. But then what is important, because like I said at the beginning, your reels come up according to what people are A, interested in, so there's hashtags that they often watch, and B, the hashtags they search. So make sure you're using your hashtags that are relevant to your audience. So your audience, Cassie, might search for massage Norwich, massage therapist Norwich, those kind of things, sports massage, that sort of thing, brownies, brownie delivery, that kind of stuff to Ali, super indulgent brownies, all of these kinds of things. Debbie, again, it would be yoga Norfolk, more specific location points, etc. Cassie and Debbie, obviously it's really important you go specific locations. Because that is what people will search. If someone was to search a tag in Scotland, it doesn't really matter whether you will come up or not. It's not a bother because your service is local. So it's really important you use your hashtag local areas. So use your hashtags in this bit. So we now have the option. What you can do is, it doesn't seem to affect engagement according to Leah Hallam. So I'm going to trust her judgment on this one. I didn't read into it because I trusted her. That might be my mistake, but she usually knows her shit. You've got the option to share to your feed as well. So if we call, I'm coming right out of this, discard. Oh, I've got rid of the wonderful reel we created. Oh,
such a shame. I was looking forward to seeing that.
I'm so sorry. So we have, this is my main feed on my yoga. This is where all my stuff is. Whereas if I click this one here, this is my reels feed. Okay. So by clicking go onto your share to feed as well, it goes onto this main one, as well as in your reels. Now, what you can do at a later date is go onto your reel. You can click the three dots that you normally get, where it comes up with all your normal options. So you can remove from profile grid at any point. So if it's messing up how you wanted it on your profile grid to get most engagement, but actually it's messing up how your grid looks for the future, you can then remove it from your grid, but it will stay in your actual reels, just reels.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Good.
So you can kind of post it to your main feed in the first instance, because that's where you're going to get the most interaction, but then you can remove it from your main grid afterwards, just so it doesn't mess up how your grid's looking or whatever you're doing with it.
If you want to, yes.
Cool.
And it also works the other way, but it will come up in the order of which it was. So if I was to go back to my very first reel and change it from it is not on my feed to on my feed, it would still show up where it should be chronologically on my feed. So it would still show up here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Okay. So, as you know, we don't live in silent rooms. So voiceovers can be a bit of a nightmare, or creating a video and talking to the camera can be a bit of a nightmare. Ali, whilst holding the phone and trying to do 100 different things, it might be really difficult for you to then talk as well, because you've got the clanking of moving everything around in the kitchen, etc., etc., etc. So I'm going to use Ali as an example because it seems easiest in my brain right now.
Mm-hmm.
So Ali, as we've already talked about, Ali's filmed a video. She's filmed her getting the brownies out of the oven. She's put them on the side. She's cutting them out, or she's lifting them out onto a cooling rack. She's cutting them. She's putting them on a plate, etc. Serving with ice cream, please, Ali. So this is her video. She's videoed all of that. It's not particularly pretty because, you know, she can cut it down and edit it perfectly on her reels. Done. She's muted it before she puts it on reels, so there's no background noise. Now, what you can do, might need to go to your app store, is download an app called InShot. Let me show you the app itself. So it looks like this. InShot. Okay, so what you can do, video, you've got videos, you've got photos. So I already got this one up ready for you, but I'm going to delete that. Delete, come here. Why can't it be deleted? New. Okay, so let's say I want to talk about me doing my yoga pose. So I'm just going to select from my album. I'll just show you what I've been doing. Sorry, I definitely wasn't teaching very well there. So you've got these options here. We're going for video, yes. Pressing new, yes. I'm selecting a 18-second clip of me doing yoga. Tick. So it comes up here and you have all these editing options at the bottom. Now it's quite a useful tool anyway, and you can play around this. This is a whole different training, this app. But what you have is, where's the little microphone gone? Music. It's not a microphone, that's why I can find it. Little music note here. So you hit that. Now you have record or you have tracks. So you can press tracks and they have a load of royalty-free music. Okay, so I'm not going to guarantee it, but you may well be able to add music to royalty-free music. It should be fine on Instagram because it's royalty-free. So you should be able to add music to your video. Oh,
yeah, I've used InShot before. Like, so my squat one the other day, the one on Facebook was an InShot one. So why I didn't think about using it for a reel, I don't know, because I've been using InShot and adding music on it.
That's all right. And then so we're going back to Ali's. So this is me doing yoga. I'm in a forward fold position. I'm going to ground my right hand and I'm going to rotate my left up to the ceiling. And I've just said my left and right's wrong as usual. I'm really looking to stack one shoulder over the other and make sure the rotation stays through the back, keeping my hips parallel with the floor. So I've done my voiceover. So it's nice and simple. It doesn't matter that. So for Ali's one, she'd be like, these brownies were ordered last night via my website, which is bigtimebrownies.com. For a wonderful client, they are pink wafer flavored. And I'm just getting ready to send them out. Exactly. So she could do this, and she's like, whenever I do my brownies, I bring them out of the oven and then I just leave them on the cooling rack for half an hour. Cut to cutting them out of the tin or cutting them up. It's been half an hour, blah, 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 blah. She cuts them up and she does her voiceover. It's beautiful. It's perfect. She applies it to the video, and then she's done all of this. She's saved that video. She goes back to her reels. Boom, reels. Click saved videos. Boom. Hi, Jessica. She can then select that video and it's all ready. And if she wanted to then add text as well, which I recommend for a reason in a second, she can then add the text as well. So you've got that whole thing. You've got all the layers. You've got the video itself, which you've muted in your camera roll. You've then added on via InShot. You've added on your royalty-free music or your voiceover. And then you've gone on to Reels and you've added in your text. Now, people love to scroll at work, on the tube, in traffic, so they don't have their volume on. In bed next to their partner, you don't have your volume on. So it's really, really important for engagement to, especially with something that needs instruction and you want something actually portrayed through this video, it's not just entertainment purposes, then make sure you're using text as well. So Ali would be pink wafer brownies in one text, ordered via my brand new website, bigtimebrownies.com. And then whatever else she wants to say. I leave my brownies in the tin for half an hour before pulling them out onto the cooling rack, before putting them out on the cooling rack, etc., 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 etc. And so always subtitle essentially, but you can make it look nice. So that is also another option. You've got all those layers, and you're whacking it onto your reel, and it's a 15-second video that can be incredibly informative and you can get max amount of engagement. Once you have done all that, make sure you then click the 3 little dots in the corner, you copy the link and you come and paste it in our business group. Because then you should get at least, well, I don't even know how many people are on it now, but usually about 5 or 6 of people generally will comment out of that group. Do we have any questions?
I don't think so. I think it's a matter of practicing now, isn't it?
Absolutely. It really is. Do make the visuals and how they look a priority. Unfortunately, they do need to look pretty. If you think Instagram, the things you like to look at on Instagram are the things that look nicest. So obviously it can be quite difficult, but as best you possibly can, try and make them look pretty. I was
saying to Glenn though, it's amazing that just these small little bits that we've been doing, like commenting, liking, adding all the, making sure you're posting every day. It's not going to look right when I turn around the other way, but my Facebook page reach is up 220 something %, and that's in the month, and my Instagram reach is up 191%.
Wow.
That's so good.
And that's in a month.
Just
little bits from just commenting and sharing and posting every day, regardless what it is, kind of thing. So it works.
It does work. It is almost like we're cheating the system a little bit with regards to doing it, but it does work, and it's it's a powerful tool. And unfortunately, Instagram, we get rewarded by using social media because they want you on there every single day, and we all have businesses that we want to grow. So it's important that we do it and get visual. I mean, Debbie, yours is looking great at the minute, so I love what you're doing.
Thank you.
It's looking good. Are you sure you don't have any questions?
I don't think so.
Has that answered everything you needed?
That's much clearer. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I think so. It's just, I think as Cassie said, it's just about trying it now, isn't it? It's just about playing around with it and having a little practice and being brave enough to post the first one.
Just do it. I mean, we've all, Cassie, Ali, and I have all done it in the last 2 weeks, maybe.
Just post a terrible one. I got over 2,000 views on mine, and it was not good.
Yeah, it was me pouring a pot of coffee. It's just like meh.
People love it. People absolutely love it. But I'm going to experiment next week on my business coaching one with the how-tos, like the little short, do this, and see how they go, because apparently the engagement on those is really good. If you're seeing a lot of, Debbie, for instance, if you're seeing a lot of certain style of reels on your phone come up in regards to yoga, copy them. because that's obviously what's going down well at the moment. And so just do more of that. Ali, same. Cassie, same. If you're seeing lots of things, but do remember that you need to be searching the people on your personal accounts. Absolutely follow who you want to follow, but on your business accounts, you need to be following people, not other massage therapists, not other yoga teachers, not other brownie companies. You want to be following people who are going to buy. So Ali, at the minute, I would start with location and just stick with Norwich. And so be following people who are foodie and in Norwich. Cassie, obviously you could just go to a different gym each day and start following people who go to gyms. Follow people who follow gyms. Follow people who hashtag running. Follow people who hashtag I love brownies, Ali. Debbie, hashtag Norfolk yoga. Both of those things, anything in your local area. Yoga classes is always a good one.
Yeah.
Been useful?
Yeah, thanks.
Been very useful, thank you.
Good.
And apologies for eating my lunch while you've been doing that, but it's the only time I've got today.
Oh God, I just love that you used us for your lunch break.
Yep. Pretty much.
I love it. Okay, ladies, well, hopefully see you again soon, and I will be chatting on the group chat, I have no doubt, very soon.
All right, my lovely. Thank you so much.
No worries. Bye.
See you soon.